All right, today we're gonna be unboxing the Canik METE SFX. It comes in this nice FDE hard case, and it is a lockable case, as you can see on the top there on both sides. And it's got these two things you slide to the side, and it opens up like so. So it's a rather large case. I'm gonna try and keep everything in frame, so I'll start at the top here and go over everything. So first up, you get a clean kit. So you get a patch tool right there, as well as a cleaning brush. Canik is very good about including a boatload of accessories in their box. And then you also get this Canik shaped tool. So on the end there is a driver or a tool head. And then in here you get some additional screws, washers, and 2 Torx bits and an Allen key. And these attach magnetically to the tool. Very cool that they included that. And then they just fit neatly back inside of the mag well of the tool. And you just slide the base plate over right there. Very cool. And you also get a Canik branded punch tool. As well as an additional back strap. And then what would normally, when I open it up, this should just stay right there. There's a little envelope, and inside of here is a warning card, essentially asking you not to use the screws that come with your red dot sight, and to use the screws that are included in that that tool. And then you also get your manual. Canik's manuals are actually pretty good, and this, by the way, this is a manual specific to the METE SFX. Their manuals are pretty good, so they've got the technical specs right there, and the pictures are just illustrations, black and white, but they do a good job of explaining everything. And they also have a parts breakdown and parts list, along with Canik part numbers. That's always nice to see. That comes in handy if you ever need to order anything that you notice something breaks. You can find it on the parts list and order it direct from Canik. All right, so we'll go to the bottom section. So this gun is going to ship with 2 magazines. You'll have one with, so they're both 18 round bodies, but this one comes with an extended base plate, allowing for 2 extra rounds. So you have one 20 round magazine and one 18 round magazine, and it has round indicators on the back side there. Both of the base plates are Canik branded. They both have black followers. You also get a Canik branded speed loader. So you take your magazine and it allows you to push the follower down and load those magazines up pretty quickly. Over here you get a magwell funnel, or they call it the speed magwell. And so this is just going to flare the magwell even greater than it already is. You get some red dot plates over here. Everything's very nice and neatly packed inside the box there. So you get 2 red dot plates, and then inside your manual it's going to say which one you would use for the corresponding red dot you plan to use. You get a trigger well lock, as well as a Canik branded holster. So this is a outside the waistband holster, nothing really special about it, other than there's a couple changes that Canik did, but I'm not able to see how it functions inside of here. But I'll go over that. It's a feature that's on the frame itself that corresponds with the holster, but I'm not sure if it corresponds with this holster or a separate holster. But like I said, I'll go over that in just a second. So let me get this off the bench and I'll be right back to go over the features of the handgun. Alrighty. So, like I said, this is the Canik METE SFX. Get a couple close-up shots for you. This is definitely a full-size or duty-size handgun. And so in case you were wondering why it says Century Arms right there, these are imported by Century Arms and manufactured by Canik in Turkey. As you can see on the back there, made in Turkey. So let's go over the barrel first. The barrel is nitrided in a black nitride, and it is 5.2 inches. I couldn't find specs on the material it's made of, but it also features a polished feed ramp, as well as a polished chamber. The slide here is going to be a black nitride coating, and it features rear as well as front slide serrations. And then you also have lightning cuts or weight-saving cuts on the slide. So it should reduce felt recoil and reciprocating mass as you're using the handgun. And in the back of the slide there is going to be your striker indicator. So I'll show a demonstration of that. So when the striker is not ready, you will see this right here. So you won't see the striker in the rear. So when it is ready, you'll see that red dot in the rear. Very reminiscent of Walther's. A lot of Walther handguns have that. So the sights here, you're gonna have a 3-dot, white dot sight picture. The rear is adjustable both left and right, and it also is raised. And it is angled, and let me see if I can get that to show up. So you can see that right there. So the reason they angled this and put some texture on the back there, in the event that you have to use this or rack the slide in a one-handed emergency situation, you can use that iron sight to do so. And your front sight is a single white dot front sight, so no night sights here. And on the top, the slide is cut for a red dot or other optics of your choosing. Like I went over in the box, it comes with your plates to attach those red dots, as well as the screws. And then also right here is your round chamber indicator. So it is a physical as well as a visual indicator. So the frame is not, it's not Cerakote. This is a FDE colored polymer. And the grip texture, I really enjoy Canik's grip texture. Very similar to P320, P365 grip texture. Nice, you know, it's not too aggressive, but it is very grippy. And I like that they included it in the front there. And your back strap is just a pyramid design, and it is directional. Got the Canik logo right there. And then your mag well is flared to ease in the loading of magazines. On the bottom you have a 3-section Picatinny rail. And then they also discussed the undercut that they included on the METE. Sorry about that, I'm adding this in at the last minute. I forgot to discuss what Canik is calling the holster fit and lock system. So as you can see on the frame right there, there are 2 indentions. They say that that is supposed to mate to the holster, but like I said in the beginning, I wasn't able to find anything that mates with that inside the holster. But yeah, those are the 2 indentions that they're calling the holster fit and lock. So let's discuss the controls. So you have an ambidextrous slide stop, slide release right there. You have your takedown levers right here. A reversible metal magazine release. So I like that it is metal and not polymer, especially when you're using steel magazines. I'll go ahead and show you how the magazine looks there. So that's the 18 round, and this is the 20 round. So the trigger, so you've got a safety bar that will prevent you from pulling the trigger without pulling the center lever. Trigger is also textured. And so the takedown maneuver, a lot of people don't like this. They don't like the fact that they have to pull the trigger to take any firearm down, such as Glocks. But essentially you would ensure that it's safe and clear, no magazine inserted. You'll point it in a safe direction, pull the takedown lever down, push this with your thumb, and once you make it past this rear rail, you can lift it off, like so. So inside there you can see the recoil spring in the barrel, and another feature of the trigger are the nickel-coated action and trigger components, as you can see inside there. High polish, nickel-coated, should ensure for a very smooth trigger pull, and I can attest that it is a very smooth trigger pull. I'll demonstrate that. So when you're putting this back on, you'll just kind of take it from the top, line it up with that back rail, and put it in front of it, and then you'll just pull it to the rear, like so. So I'm going to show you guys the trigger pull. It's a very light trigger pull. Very clean break. There's the reset, and you're almost right on the wall again. It's very clean. All right, if you guys have any questions on the Canik METE SFX, just drop a comment down below and I'll do my best to get back with you. Thank you for watching.